Okay, this is how to add a new product from Printful into your Shopify store. First thing you want to do is go to apps, and then you should have an application called Printful. So from your Shopify, all you have to do is go to apps, look for the application Printful, click it, and then it'll take you directly into Printful. Then what you want to do is make sure you're in this tab right here where it says stores. Okay, so I'll click it right now. Again, stores. And what'll happen is it'll bring you this little screen that says stores, and this is your store right there. So the first thing you want to do is hit add product. This takes you to the Printful catalog, and then you can choose whatever product you want to start adding. And I'm going to select men's clothing, t-shirts. It'll display a list of men's clothing t-shirt products, and then all you want to do is just select one. I'll select this one here, and then it puts you into design mode. So in design mode, you have a couple of options here on the left hand side. You want to always go DTG printing. If you want to do embroidery, that's something like, you're putting your company name on your shirt and stuff like that. So 90% of the time it's DTG printing, and if you notice, that's the default. Under colors, you can select all the colors you want. I mean, you could go literally click here and it gives you every single color, right? So whatever you're designing for is designing for all the different colors. You only have to do it once, and then it'll superimpose it on all the different colors that you choose. But in this case, we're not going to choose all the colors. I'm just going to choose, let's go black. So probably the most popular colors are black, white, and probably gray. I think this is gray. This is blue. Silver. Maybe these two. Anyways. And then you want to select sizes. So you're either going to select all of them, or in this case, I'm not going to select all of them. And I'm just going to go with, since this is for men, let's go small, medium, large, XL, 2XL, 3XL. I want to get rid of that. Okay, so small to 3XL. And once I'm done with that, then the next thing you want to do is you want to drop your image onto the shirt. So just click right there, and then you want to select upload new file. And then you want to pick a file. Let's see here. Let me just pick this file right here. And then it's starting to upload the file. Upload, there it is right there. Or there it is right there too. So these are recently used files, and this is the file in your library, and this is the one I just picked, or I just uploaded. I'm going to hit apply. And there you go. So then what I could do with it is it shows you this little guide, which is the print area, and you could move it up or down. Okay, so it gives you a little error when you're outside of the area. Okay, so you could make it smaller if you want, or you can make it larger if you want. But in this case, oh, that's not bad. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. Okay. So then when you're done with that, if you're only going to put an image on the front of the shirt, that's fine. But then outside of that, you could put it on the back, outside label, inside label. There's many other options. So in this case, it's just front. And once I have it, I'm just going to go ahead and hit. By the way, it says up here this print quality is good. So if you upload a file that is not high resolution enough, it'll tell you it's not good enough. So you don't end up creating something where in the end the print's going to be really bad. Okay, so when you're done, you can hit continue, and it takes you to step 2, which is design. Now, you got basic mockups and you got custom mockups. You can go into here. I'm not going to go through it, but it just gives you a bunch of different options for the mockup. And the mockup is what it's going to show on the catalog. So, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to choose basic mockups. Again, when you get into it, you can choose custom mockups, investigate it on your own, but I don't seem to think they're as nice. So I'm just going to choose mockups. And then here's your mockups. What you could do is, obviously, it shows you a whole bunch of different ones. You know, you can show it. Pick whichever one you like. And then you can, that'll be the one that'll show on your catalog. But I'm just going to choose a basic one. When you're done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and hit continue. Okay, so now this is important. This step 4, okay, because this is where you're going to put the information so that it shows up in your catalog. Okay, if you don't put this information in, it's going to be hard to find once you export it into Shopify. A lot of this stuff I'm not going to change. I mean, you could change the title. I mean, you could call it, you know, seagulls on the beach. Oops. Beach. Something like that. I don't know. You could add the standard description. This is the standard description. I think you can, yeah, you can actually go in and edit if you want. You could add this here, benefits of on-demand manufacturing. Yeah, I don't know. You can if you want, whatever, you know, if it's important to you. But this right here is where it's very important under tags, okay? I'm going to click that. I'm going to circle it. This is very, very, very important, okay? What you want to do is you want to type merchandise, okay? That's all you want to do. As long as you type merchandise, it's going to go into the merchandise catalog. If you don't type merchandise, like I said earlier, it's going to be hard to find this thing, okay? So that's what you want to do. So now that we have that set up, you know, you can hit continue. Size guide. Again, this is something that you can add later on. I'm not really going to go into it. You can actually go into Printful and kind of view all these things yourself. But for the sake of brevity, I'm not going to go through it. And then pricing. So this is a Printful price, and then this is a retail price. So obviously this is what you're going to end up paying, okay? And the reason why it's a range is because of the different sizes. 1150 is this one. 1550 is this one, right? From small to 3XL, because there's more material. Now, here's your revenue, all right, based on the price and the retail, the cost and the retail price. If you want to increase it, you go up here, and you can increase the retail price. You can either set the retail price, increase your retail price, or decrease the retail price. So obviously, I think increase retail price is probably the best one to choose. That way, you always know that it's going to be more than the cost, right? And there's a couple of ways to increase it. You can increase it by percentage, okay? Or you can increase it by dollars. So if you take this here, you hit the little arrow, there it is, dollars. So I can say, okay, I'm going to increase everything by $20. And there you go, $20. Or I'm going to say, I'm going to increase it by 15%. There you go. All right? And that's basically as simple as you can get. And then once you're done, you just hit submit to store. All right? Now what it's doing is it's processing it, and it should sync everything to your catalog if we added the tag correctly. All right? So that's the most important thing. Like I said, if we added the tag correctly, and I'll show you what happens when you don't add the tag. Okay, so in this case, it's doing its export, it's uploading the product. Now it's synced. Okay, and if you want to view it, you just go ahead and view it in Shopify. It's easy. You don't have to go back into Shopify. You just do this, and there is the shirt. Okay, obviously this is a catalog, right? Now, if you go into your Shopify, okay, and you go into orders, I'm sorry, not orders, products, okay, and so there's this. This is a shirt I just exported. Now, it's easy to find because I only have 4 items. But when you have like 50, 60, 70 items, these things get lost and you got to search for it. Like I said, if you don't do the tags correctly. Okay. So if I go into collections, which is where we should be, right? Because that's where all the products should be categorized. Under merchandise, there it is. There's 1 item, right? And if I go into merchandise, there is my item. Okay, so it automatically went into merchandise because I tagged it correctly. See, because the way merchandise is set up is if your product has a product tag that's equal to merchandise, then it will automatically put it into this collection. And if I were to view Seagulls on the Beach t-shirt and I were to go to tags, there it is, merchandise. Okay, so that step is very, very important. If you don't do that, like I said, you're gonna be searching all over the place for your product. So let me go back out to products, and this is one that was exported before I did the tag, right? This one here. So if I click it, okay, there's no tag, right? And therefore, if I go into the collection for merchandise, that shirt is not there. So what you have to do in order to put it there, put it in this collection, you have to go back out, you have to look for that product, go into tags, and then add merchandise. Okay, so it should already show up. Hit save, and now it should automatically take this shirt and put it where you want it to go. So I'm going to go into collection. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, so if it doesn't happen right away, don't be alarmed. Like I said, sometimes it just takes a few minutes, and then it'll end up in the right place. So let's go to products. There's the shirt. Sometimes you have to go out and come back in. Okay, it's still taking some time. Okay, there it is. I just refreshed it. Now, you see how merchandise has 2 items? There's a unisex t-shirt. Okay, there's the tag. All right. So, again, in that process of creating your shirt or your whatever product you're going to push out to Shopify, make sure you add the tag merchandise. Okay? And that's pretty much it. You're free to go through this and investigate other features, but like I said, for brevity's sake, this should be enough to get you to start creating products and exporting them into Shopify.